Donna Derby stood on the veranda of the country cottage, the mist of early dawn wrapping the garden in a soft hush. Her fingers trembled around the teacup, steam rising like memories she didn't know how to hold. Across the lawn, the old oak tree stood sentinel, and inside the house, the world waited. Bradley Walsh had always been a pillar, not just in the spotlight, but at home. His laughter filled the hallways, his voice carried warmth. But this morning, Donna felt the air thicken with an unspoken dread. She walked softly into the study, where Bradley sat across from two doctors in crisp white coats, their faces sympathetic but firm. The kettle boiled once, twice, then silence. Bradley's eyes flicked up to Donna when she entered, his gaze full of apology and fear. The lead doctor cleared his throat. "Mr. Walsh, Ms. Derby, I'm sorry to have to give you this news." Donna felt something shatter inside her chest. The words that came next landed like hailstones. "We've discovered an aggressive condition. It will require immediate treatment. The prognosis is challenging." Donna pressed her hand to her mouth. She had danced once under lights and music, full of life and movement. Now she leaned heavily on the windowsill, as though the weight of what she heard could crush her. Bradley reached for her hand. "We'll face this," he whispered, but the tremor in his voice betrayed him. Once the doctors left, the house felt hollow. Bradley's usual jokes and routines vanished. He sat in the living room, staring at old photographs of their wedding, of a younger Donna twirling in a dancer's dress, of Bradley grinning with their son. Donna watched him, wanting to yell, "We'll be okay," but all she could offer was a gentle sob. That night, they lit candles. The glow cast long shadows on the walls, and Donna curled up beside Bradley. She let the tears come, first as a trickle, then as a torrent she thought she'd long ago dried up. She cried not just for the fear, but for the unfairness of it, that someone who brought so much joy to so many could now be fighting for the joy of tomorrow. Bradley wrapped his arm around her and didn't speak. There was no comfort he could give, no platitude that made sense. They simply held each other in the small, quiet room. Outside, the wind rustled through the oak leaves, a reminder that life kept turning whether they were ready or not. In the days that followed, Donna found herself replaying moments. The first time she met Bradley, how he'd spotted her across a studio corridor and introduced himself with a grin. "Hello!" Their marriage, the laughter, the support she had given as he built his career. She realized now that supporting him would mean more than ever stepping into the unknown by his side. At breakfast, Bradley looked at her and said, "We'll come in fighting." The resolution in his voice steadied her. She wiped the last of her tears and nodded. Outside, the mist lifted, revealing the garden in soft light. It felt like a promise. That afternoon, they walked together under the oak tree. Donna held Bradley's hand. They didn't speak of the future. They didn't need to. The breeze whispered around them, and she leaned into him, knowing that the fight ahead would be fraught, but that love, quiet, steadfast, loyal love, would carry them through. As dusk fell, Donna sat by the window again, the teacup now empty. She watched the stars emerge. They seemed distant and small, yet filled with ancient light. And she thought, as long as the stars burn, so will hope. Bradley sat beside her and took her hand. He said, "Thank you for being here." She turned and smiled through her tears, because sometimes being here was enough. And in that moment, despite the devastation, despite the fear, something rose in them both. A vow, unspoken but alive. They would fight, they would love, and they would walk into what came next together.